What's going on, y'all? Taylor here with y'all 106.7, broadcasting from the Red Wing Shoe Studio. Today we're joined by singer-songwriter Miss Halie. Welcome to y'all 106.7, girl.
Hi, so happy to be here.
How are we feeling today? Got some fall air outside, it's nice.
New single came out last week.
Hey, girl.
So good.
I love it because of her.
Yeah.
Now, that is Halie's new single. I love it. It's a little bit of a heartbreak anthem, but you sound incredible vocally, but I would love to hear the story behind that song.
So I went through a breakup this year, and it was pretty long and dragging on, but it was kind of weird because 2 months afterwards, he got a new girlfriend, and I was like, that was pretty quick. So obviously I took that idea. Actually, it came to me laying in bed at night, and I voice recorded it. And I took it to my producer the next day and the co-writer, and I said, y'all, I got something that's really heavy on my heart. And I showed them the idea, and they're like, let's write it. So that's how it became about.
Well, sometimes those are the best ideas in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Like when your mind is just racing and you get a song idea.
Lord knows I lay in bed at night and think a lot.
Did he hear that song? Do we know?
I don't know. Blocked on everything.
There you go.
Don't know.
You have to. I even blocked my ex on Venmo. You know, they can't have access to you at all.
Right.
So, but thank you to that jerk for giving you this creative material,
if
right?
wouldn't have broke my heart, I wouldn't have a great song out of it.
Here we go. Well, I'm kind of sensing that heartbreak anthem in some of your songs. Whiskey Girl, Runaway Cowboy. They're that kind of like early Miranda, it reminds me of, like a heartbreak song.
Yeah, I love her. She's one of my favorites. So
okay.
That actually makes me happy to hear that.
Who would you say were your musical influences?
Definitely Miranda. Yeah. Who doesn't love Morgan Wallen, though? Mm-hmm. Come on. I love his stuff. Martina McBride, grew up listening to her, and that's about it.
Well, you have a connection to Martina, don't you? Because tell me about that. You won NBC Songland. That was awesome.
That was definitely a gift from God, because I grew up listening to Martina, loved her, adored her, and then when I was 20 years old, I had an opportunity to be on NBC's Songland, and flew out to LA, and 20-year-old Halie won that TV show, won my episode, and Martina McBride was the artist.
And so she recorded one of your songs.
Yeah, her latest single called Girls Like Me is a song I wrote.
What
so cool to say that to
Martina's latest single. Halie wrote it. That's so cool. Yeah. What was your favorite Martina song going into?
This one's for the girls. Yeah. And ironically, the song she cut is called Girls Like Me. So I'm like, I'm just kind of living out some dreams.
There you go. You manifested that.
Yeah.
We play that song. We play 80s, 90s, early 2000s here. So we love Martina. Tell me about being on that show. What was that like for you?
Well, it was right before the pandemic, like literally February we filmed, and then, the pandemic started in March. So it was great because that was kind of life before any kind of chaos, But I had such a great time. Shane McAnally, Ryan Tedder, Esther Dean were the judges on there. And who doesn't love Ryan Tedder? Yeah. Like, he's like a legendary songwriter. I mean, they all are, but I grew up listening to a lot of songs that Ryan Tedder wrote. So it's pretty cool to say that I now have a song, and he's in the credits right next to my name.
Oh, yeah, like a pinch me moment.
Yeah,
right?
It really was. But performing to Martina, she started crying at my final performance, and I was like, okay, this is probably a good sign. I mean, if she's crying, surely she's going to want to cut this song. Surely. And, yeah, it happened.
I love that. I saw Martina. She played at the Ryman. I forget what it was for, but she came out and spoke, and she basically said that she doesn't know if she would even get played on country radio today. And she's so iconic, from the 90s. So are you an independent artist? Do you feel like there's some struggles that females face in today's world?
Yes, I am an independent artist, and I don't personally feel that way. I just feel like if I keep working hard, it's going to happen.
And you're like, country, is that your genre? Mm-hmm. Well, you mentioned Morgan Wallen. He just announced that Sand in My Boots music festival, which I saw like 3 6 Mafia was on the lineup.
Oh, yeah,
it's the most
randomest lineup. And I looked at the tickets and I was like, man, I'm just going to have to keep them on YouTube at home, I guess.
You might have to sell some plasma or something to afford that. It's like $400 for a general admission, and then like $2,000 for a VIP.
Yeah,
so
I think it's like $5,000 for VIP. It was up
crazy.
There. Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll be on the lineup for 2026.
Sure. Come on, Morgan.
We're gonna speak it into existence.
Call me out,
right
Morgan.
now. Yeah. Where did you grow up? Are you from Tennessee?
I grew up on the Missouri-Arkansas state line in a little tiny town called Thayer. there.
So you're a country girl, small town girl.
Oh, yeah. I
Just
grew
a
up
small town.
population probably not even 2,000. I think it's 1,000 now. It's literally gone down since I moved.
When did you? Everybody left because you left, and they came here because you're here, probably. What did you like encourage you to move to Nashville? Like, when did you know that that's what you wanted to do?
I've always known it. I have an older brother that is a songwriter, and he's literally like a massive songwriter. He has, I don't even know how many #1 songs he's written. So, and they also had a band. My two brothers had a band growing up. So I've kind of always just been around music. And there's never been a moment in time where I'm like, oh, I'm going to go do this, or I'm going to go do that, or I'm going to go to college. Didn't go to college, by the way. I just moved right after I graduated straight here. So there never was a moment of, oh, when did you know? It's kind of just always been, always known.
Just your destiny.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to write with your brothers or work with them at all?
I do write with Michael. His name is Michael Tyler. We don't write that much. We write on occasion, or I'll give him ideas and he'll pick around on it and send it back to me. But the lane that he's in and the lane that I'm in is like it's different right now, but maybe one day.
Might be some brother sister arguments going on there.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Tales
this one's better.
time.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So when you look at your career, what are some goals that we have for the next couple of years?
The next couple of years, I just want to keep putting out a lot of music. Like, I feel like as an artist, it's expensive to put music out, and obviously as an independent, that's a little bit of a struggle to afford that, especially in today's economy. So I'm just like, I want to just get as much music out as I can, and hopefully get some visualizers, some music videos to go along with that, and play more really fun live shows. That's more goals for me.
And I think you touched on it, with being an indie artist. That's kind of cool, though, that you can just drop music whenever you want and just keep it coming to your fans. Yeah. And how about content? Do you enjoy that part of the artistry? Is it overwhelming?
I love it. I'm 24 years old. I grew up with a phone in my hand since 2011 to now. I haven't really known any different life than growing up with, a phone and just creating content. And I literally had a TikTok account when it was Musical.ly. So, I've been on this grind for a long, long time.
Ain't your first rodeo.
No, definitely not. Yeah. And, I don't know what I would be doing with my free time if I wasn't, honestly.
That's great. Well, we can't wait to see everything that you do in your career. You're so talented, and we just know that you're going to be on that Morgan Wallen Festival before we know it. Speaking of content, though, what is the best way to keep up with you? Would it be Instagram for our listeners? You want to drop your handle?
Instagram for sure. Everything goes on Instagram. It's at Halie Official, HALIE Official.
At Halie Official. Is Halie Official going to play us a song today?
Halie Official is going to play y'all a song.
What are we going to play? The new one?
Because of Her.
All right, let's get into it.